All right, everybody, I'm going to show you real quick how to mark your queen. And this is the way that I use. I think it's one of the safest methods so that you don't risk the queen. I use these one-handed queen catchers. So these have a plunger. There's a plunger that slides up, and then there is a door that slides up around to trap her in this little cage when you find her. So I just marked her and I flopped the video, like I was totally out of frame. So we're gonna redo this video. So just ignore the fact that she already has a big white dot on her. What I wanna do is wait until she's up here on the comb. She's down here in this seam along the bottom. She's trying to hide from me. She's a little upset that I just did this process. What I'm gonna do is I've got the plunger open, I have the door open. I want her on this comb. Very gently, I just wanna work this cage down to the surface of the wax, not pinching any bees. And then with my thumb, I'm sliding this door closed in the front, the trap door, and I'm waiting patiently until she climbs up off of the comb and she's up in the cage, and then I can slide the door closed. I'm going to put this frame back so it's ready to, she's ready to go back home here as soon as I'm done. Watch out of the girls. Okay. All right, so now we have the queen inside of here, and there's a couple of extra bees with her, and that's okay. We're going to slowly push this plunger up, and these smaller bees, this is the size of queen excluder material, so those younger bees will be able to get out of there. I have my paint marking pen, so white is for 2026, and with these paint pens, you want to be very careful, especially when they're hot, because this little plunger, it pushes the paint out and it'll come flooding out. So you always want to push the plunger, get some paint on the tip, and then I dry the tip off. I want all the excess paint off of the tip of the marker because I just want a very, very small amount of paint on her. And so here's some little nurse bees. Okay, now I've got my finger on the plunger. I'm pushing this up. Whenever she gets in between one of these little gaps, I want the top of her thorax between the gap, just like that. Okay, okay, girl, leave her alone. She's trying to eat the paint off. And there's that top of her thorax, which is the kind of shiny part between her wings and her head. You want to just dab very lightly, just a little bit of paint. You don't want any paint on her wings, and you do not want any paint on her antenna or the back of her head or her eyes. So what I do then is I release the plunger down so she can walk around in here, and I let the paint dry while she's inside of this cage. Sometimes if you put her into the hive right away, the bees